Okay, gentlemen, I expect a clean, professional fight. You understand? You have any questions? Let's do it.
Dave Bontempo, we are set. 10,000 fans here in the Convention Center in Atlantic City. Lloyd Honeyghan against Vinny Pazienza, 12 rounds in the middleweight division.
Vinny Pazienza, one of the few people who fill up convention centers, still left in boxing. A very popular draw. The electricity is here. Lloyd Honeyghan, Ragamuffin. He's really playing that red clouch roll to the hilt all week. He's trying to lay low.
And we begin round number 1. Dave, the keys to the fight for both fighters.
Vinny Pazienza, the stronger fighter. He's got to try to take advantage of that. Lloyd Honeyghan, try to take advantage of his right-hand power. He's a good counter right-hand puncher.
Honeyghan has been in the United States for a week. We asked him about the time change, said he got used to it, waking up every morning at 4:30, doing his running, sleeping until 2, and then going to the gym.
Well, when fighters get here that early, they can make the adjustment. It's when they come in 1 or 2 days ahead of time that they never really do get into the sink. Key for this fight for Vinny Pazienza, as he takes a right hand and Honeyghan stumbles, is what price he will pay to get inside. He's got to be able to move the head well enough to get in there without being hit on the way in.
Pazienza with only 1 first-round knockout in his career. Honeyghan has had 4. Honeyghan told us he'll box Vinny. He knows that Vinny's nature is to eventually brawl. Vinny says he will be able to adjust to Honeyghan's different styles.
He'll adjust, but if the crowd gets into it, it's like they won't let Vinny Pazienza box. They want to see a rumble on the inside. In the last couple of fights, he has tried to use his left hand a little bit more and be more technically fundamental. He's using the jab to the body well so far here.
Then he tried feinting with that left hand, but Honeyghan right there to counter.
Honeyghan read that right hand nicely. He's waiting for Vinny Pazienza to come in. But when Vinny Pazienza throws 2 punches, he'll negate the counter because the second one will block it.
Pazienza blocked that left hook from Honeyghan. Honeyghan will be patient.
He knows eventually Vinny Pazienza will come to him.
Vinny did hook to the body there.
Good stiff jab in return by Honeyghan. Highly skilled fighters. They've each got marketing abilities here. Honeyghan will pounce on mistakes, and he can wait for you to make them.
Right now, Honeyghan is following his game plan. He's being elusive. This is not where Honeyghan wants to be, though.
Pazienza following his here on the inside, trying to go to the body.
Honeyghan doing a good job. Vinny has not landed a single punch despite the crowd reaction. And they acknowledge each other at the end of round 1.
Pazienza got inside. Honeyghan doing some very loose interpretation of the ropes. He wild around.
You see, that's a 21. You understand? Right? That's working all day.
This is what? Use this.
Get on your finger. Keep fading. I'm a twin resent something.
You got water for the doctor?
Bang on my stick to the side of the GD. Okay? Let's go. Everybody's down.
And we get set for round number 2, and a very hush-hush Kevin Rooney and Lou Duva quite quiet in between the rounds. They don't want the mic to pick up the instructions, and I don't see Honeyghan's corner wired with an earpiece.
Maybe they'll think they'll get it through the locker room somehow, but it was pretty quiet. Vinny Pazienza doing work on the inside. His body punches were pretty effective in round 1.
Honeyghan Honeyghan a very nice job of defensive fighting in round number 1.
And he's getting very gutsy on the inside here.
A left hand sends Honeyghan down, but it was a push and a good call by referee Tony Orlando.
Yeah, it was a push down, and Orlando was right on top of it.
The feet came together as well.
Fast-paced fight.
That left hand, though, rocked back Honeyghan.
And Vinny Pazienza missing with a hook, then he scored with one, not leaving himself too open.
Once again, Honeyghan ducking away.
Pazienza just missing with those uppercuts, and he had his hand on the rope, which you're not supposed to do as he punched, and referee Orlando told him not to do that.
The crowd reacts because there's so many Pazienza fans, but Honeyghan has made Pazienza miss a lot against the ropes.
And landed some pretty good uppercuts in a countering mode. Good right hand, Pazienza.
That right hand did score. Lloyd Honeyghan is a seasoned veteran, and he's showing it right now.
But yet, why would he stay by the ropes 2 rounds in a row? He seems almost comfortable there.
Does he think he might be able to tire Pazienza out because Vinny had to lose as much weight as he had to this week?
That's one strategy, but if he felt that way, he should just make Vinny work a lot by running.
And look at Honeyghan. He says, come on. And this is where Vinny will tend to get into problems. A good shot to the chest of Honeyghan. Rather than jab his way in, he tries to dance his way in.
Without quite staying on the ropes, Honeyghan doing some rope-a-dope. Now
domination by Honeyghan. Now Vinny's playing defense.
He's a little bit on the outside here, looking for a way to get in with his jab. Honeyghan willing to outweight Pazienza.
Left hand by Honeyghan scored.
After he was hit low 4 times.
The right hand just missed. And that is the end of round 2.
You're letting him dictate the work, okay?
That was perfect.
Lovely.
Lloyd,
that was perfect, except the less you go in the corners, the better. You understand? Well, if you have to get in the corner, what you're doing is right. You're concentrating on making them miss and looking for counter punches, you understand? And you're concentrating on not getting hit. But if you can stay out the corner, it's even better. You follow? Try and stay. He's going to slow up in a minute anyway.
There's water. Plenty of time.
Keep rolling like you're doing. Move side to side. Keep it going as it is. You're coming out with some good shots. But keep the work.
Pazienza getting in here, the jab, driving Honeyghan back. Pretty good power there on the jab, and then when he gets Honeyghan trapped, he comes in and lands a right hand from a distance. There was a good crunching right over the top. The first punch, Vinny Pazienza doesn't want to throw that many from that deep.
The man leading through the ropes in Honeyghan's corner was Mickey Duff. The man in the ring is Kevin Saunders. We begin round number 3. Dave, how do you have it scored through the first 2?
2 very close rounds that I gave to Vinny Pazienza. Tough to give them to Honeyghan because he's doing a little too much countering.
And here are the CompuBox numbers. Pazienza has thrown many more punches, but Honeyghan has the percentage.
To me, look at the number of connects. That's the big stat that I look at, 47-37 for Pazienza. Honeyghan has been more economical because he's been throwing shorter shots from against the ropes.
I liked Honeyghan in round 2 based on style, that vague thing where there's no number for it. Good work inside. Both fighters scoring to the chest. And Mickey Duff yelling at the official, Tony Orlando, that Pazienza was holding and hitting. Left hand by Honeyghan. Found the mark. Good uppercut by Pazienza.
Again from a distance. He wants to make that a little closer.
Oh, and he did the polo, and it scored. pressure.
And Honeyghan's got a long way to go to get through this round.
And the mouthpiece of Honeyghan is out of his mouth. And he's staggering in the corner. And Pazienza made a mistake there of holding the rope,
because it cut off the momentum gained by his coming forward, and that gave referee Tony Orlando the necessity to put the mouthpiece back in to Lloyd Honeyghan and give him a rest.
Good call by Orlando. And Mickey Duff told Honeyghan in between rounds 2 and 3, you got to stay out of the corners, and that's exactly what Honeyghan did not do.
He also said Vinny Pazienza would slow down in a minute, and that did not happen. A much-needed break for Honeyghan, the natural mouthpiece rule.
And Pazienza, another right hand.
Chopping rights.
And Honeyghan is not tying him up now. And there's another right. And Honeyghan staggers again. And a right. There is a 3 knockdown rule. Honeyghan has been down once in the round. And that is and they fight through the end of round 3. So maybe they don't like each other that much, Dave Bontempo.
Certainly not in that round, Bob. And it will be interesting to see the knockdown sequence as Pazienza suddenly putting Honeyghan down.
Stamp him, up and down. Stamp him, you all right? You sure now?
Honeyghan's leg bothering him.
Sit down again.
Sit down. Put your head back.
Don't let him throw shots that you're not throw back. You've got to keep moving and keep the centre.
Lloyd,
Dave,
you can't get on the rope because
looking
he's
punches.
tumbled which way you're going.
Big
now.
results for Pazienza.
He comes inside there, nice uppercut, a right hand over the top. He's just letting it go here, knowing that one of them is going to get in. Honeyghan backing up, and there's Pazienza on the attack. The jab, the right to the body. He keeps coming forward, a right to the top of the head, and a left, a delayed reaction there as Honeyghan continues to back up. Look at Vinny Pazienza and say, I'm not hurt, but he was.
A big round 3 for Vinny Pazienza. And here's the knockdown, the bolo punch.
Yeah, Pazienza waiting for it, the right hand uppercut there, and he missed with the knockdown punch. That's what I first thought at the first time. That missed.
And we begin round number 4, a big third round for Vinny Pazienza. This one is scheduled for 12. Well, the uppercut had Honeyghan out on his feet. And he bounced off the ropes and just went down.
But technically, at that point, that should not have been scored a knockdown. But Honeyghan went down, and Pazienza putting the pressure on him. Honeyghan turning southpaw, a concession to the fact that Pazienza is all over him.
Honeyghan with a ripping shot to the body, and Vinny says it doesn't hurt.
Vinny knows that Honeyghan was upset, and that's why he changed over, because he's being outpunched. Pazienza smells a knockout here.
And Honeyghan again trying to survive. Mickey Duff told Honeyghan in between rounds 2 and 3, stay away from the ropes. And Honeyghan has not followed the instruction.
He has made the ropes his home based on the fact that in one sequence in round 2, he fought well off them. But he got in trouble in round 3. And now Vinny Pazienza following his jab with strong right hands. He's really got his speed, and he's got his marksmanship down.
Oh, let him out, come on, let him out. We're good. Come on, let's be professional.
Lloyd Honeyghan looks a little lost.
And Vinny says, no problem. But sometimes that can be a problem.
And Honeyghan actually putting together a pretty good combination there. Vinny Pazienza does not want to wait. This little macho action here.
I know he's a showman, but no need for it, really.
No, He scored a knockdown in the last round. He does have Honeyghan hurt. He ought to just go in and try to finish the job.
That will not impress the judges. The punches being landed by Honeyghan will.
And maybe they'll give those shots to Vinny hit himself in the head with 2 Honeyghan.
It'll be interesting to see how CompuBox factors that into the equation.
They should have a self-inflicted category.
Round number 4 coming to an end. Vinny over the top again. And once again, some extracurricular activities.
More combinations and relax a little bit. Let's go here.
Well, Vinny Pazienza resting in his corner.
Right down there, right down there. Yeah. Take a little.
Getting instructions from Kevin Rooney, Lou Duva.
Where's the jab? Where's the jab in a straight right hand? Straight right hand. Keep feinting. No more. Keep feinting. 5th round. Keep feinting and jab. Score with the jab. Don't let this guy score any one hard fucking punch and rob the round.
Stage with Carl Banks.
That's what you're doing.
You're making the guy help.
That's what you're gonna do.
As we approach the main event, I'm here with Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel, a lot of your critics are saying that you could not have changed Evander Holyfield's style or have made him a better fighter, and they're expecting to see the same old Evander Holyfield.
Well, in the period of time we've been working, I haven't that said it. I've changed him completely. I think we've had a little improvement. I think trying to get him to be a little bit more flexible with his upper body, to use his jab a little bit more. And that's all we could do for this fight.
Well, we know that he's a warrior, and can he resist the temptation of going in there trying for an early knockout?
I don't think you're going to see him do that, but you know, you can't really completely, control the warrior in him. But,
thank you, Emmanuel. Back to you, Bob.
All right, Carl, round number 5 underway. Both fighters, as you saw, landing some pretty good body shots.
And Honeyghan 43-30 in round 4 actually had the edge despite where he fought the bout.
Did you give Honeyghan that round?
Honeyghan gets a round. He's down by 3 based on the knockdown. We'll see how that comes into play.
I've given Honeyghan the 4th and the 2nd round.
Second round was very, very close.
And it looks like Honeyghan has weathered the storm, at least to this point. And you heard Kevin Rooney in between rounds asking Pazienza, where's the jab? In the other corner, Mickey Duff saying, go ahead, punch with him a little bit.
Okay, the two styles there. Honeyghan wants to brawl. Kevin Rooney wants Pazienza to jab. But you know, he becomes a warrior eventually.
Oh, there we have it together, yeah. Those right and lefts landed, but not with the full force as the crowd thought. That right hand found the mark.
Now there's where Pazienza should jab right now. He's trying to load up a shot, and Honeyghan gets the jab in instead. We talked about an inside fight with Holding, and that's what we're getting. Fast-paced inside fight.
Well, there's the jab now from Pazienza. But Honeyghan just standing right in. And I'm not sure if he was hurt or if he lost balance. He might be hurt. He looks a little wobbly. And there's another bolo attempt.
Pazienza thinks he's hurt. He's coming on.
But with Honeyghan, you never know. Good shot to the body by Pazienza. There goes the mouthpiece of Honeyghan.
And Vinny smartly got on top before the mouthpiece rule could go into effect, giving him a chance to do more damage before Orlando has to stop it and break up the fighters, which he'll do now.
There must be a lull in the action, and there's the time with 11 seconds to go in round 5.
That's the perfect timing by Tony Orlando.
Now, if a fighter is spinning out the mouthpiece, as a veteran like Honeyghan might do to buy some extra time, the referee does not have to apply that rule.
He can also take away a point.
And that is the end of round number 5.
I think that mouthpiece was left hooked out, though, in that last round. That was a strong shot.
Please stay in the middle, okay?
Lord, you've got to stay off the ropes if you can. Do anything in the middle to push him back, anything, but don't get yourself on the ropes. Got me? And Lloyd, I'm telling you now, he's getting tired now.
Round to your left, round to your left.
You understand?
Round to your left.
He's half shot his bolt, you understand?
Was Honeyghan hurt in the last round? The pictures will tell.
Pazienza came on a strong right hand, and he keeps going, and a left hook would knock out the mouthpiece, too. He's caught Honeyghan a couple times on top of the head and thrown off the equilibrium of Honeyghan, getting him staggering on a delayed reaction effect.
Honeyghan was able to hook back to the body just enough to keep Vinny off him.
Right into that gum shoe.
Both fighters receiving their instructions. We get set for round number 6, scheduled for 12. These are middleweights, Vinny Pazienza and Lloyd Honeyghan. This has been a very entertaining fight. Honeyghan was down in round number 3. There are the CompuBox numbers. Pazienza, the busier fighter, but the percentage in favor of Honeyghan.
And not a substantial number of punch difference. 22 more connects for Pazienza.
And that's really the key, because that's what hurts the other guy, the punches that land. Both men have done some good body work.
And for as busy as Vinny Pazienza has been, he should have a bigger lead in the numbers than he does in this fight.
Some tape coming loose on the left glove of Pazienza. Honeyghan able to duck away.
Pazienza, a nice right hand and a turn. Honeyghan has stayed in this fight as a counterpuncher, which is not easy.
Pazienza blocked 2 of those punches, but was hit with the left. Once again, he's showboating.
Yeah, but those shots still count for Honeyghan.
Referee Tony Orlando a little dismayed there, with Pazienza holding the top rope again.
And again, Honeyghan backed up. He seems to like to fight from here, and a low blow, and Tony Orlando catches it. That's because Vinny Pazienza is throwing that shot from too far away.
We talked about Pazienza maybe being a little weaker because he had to lose some weight this week, but he's done that his whole career. And they traded a left, staggers Honeyghan. It was a left hand.
Now let's see how he tries to finish it here. Again, the looping roundhouse type of a shot. Vinny Pazienza should go to the body. If the knockout comes, it comes.
But once again, as Honeyghan survived, a right hand did land on Honeyghan's head. Good shot to the body by Pazienza. And they fight through round number 6.
Honeyghan tired, and again spending far too much time on the ropes. If there's one thing that will cost him the fight, it's that.
Stop playing with this guy right there.
Get your arms down. Get your arms down.
Okay. Stop playing with this guy, Vinny. Hit him. Hit him.
He's dressing a left throw. He didn't do what I asked.
Pazienza, any way you look at it, really teeing off. He takes a couple shots, and then the left hook there drives Honeyghan back. Good inside fighting. Here he's leaning in, takes a shot, and goes over the top. As Honeyghan misses to the body, Pazienza connects to the head, and Honeyghan goes way back into the ropes and bounces off.
Keep them hands up, Vinny. Keep them hands up, baby.
Hard punches. Press this kid. Press this kid. He's got no legs. He's got no legs at all. got no legs at all.
Come on, no legs. All right. Let's go.
So Lloyd Honeyghan was down in round number 3, staggered there in round number 6. We start round number 7. Scheduled for 12. These are middleweights. Vinny Pazienza, the former lightweight and junior middleweight champion of the world. Here are the CompuBox numbers in round number 6. Pazienza connected on 10 more punches than Honeyghan.
As he builds up his lead there. And yet, not a lot of connects by these guys considering how much they've been inside. And some tape flying from Pazienza. As soon as Tony Orlando sees that, he'll stop the fight here and take a break.
Now, in some of the previous fights, Raul Marquez and John Molina and Manuel Medina, they had electrical tape, which when gets wet does not come off. But here they're using regular masking tape. Actually, Honeyghan has the electrical tape on top of the masking tape. Pazienza has just the regular tape. When wet, it will come loose, and you don't want to injure a fighter's eye.
Gives you the impression that maybe the electrical tape will be the wave of the future and probably mandatory not too far down the road.
Now you get a look at the gloves of Lloyd Honeyghan, 10-ounce gloves. So he gets a rest. He's been hurt several times in the fight.
And there's a case where Vinny Pazienza's own technical equipment hurts him a little bit.
Action resumes here in round number 7.
As you see Pazienza press the fight and wonder why he doesn't have a bigger numerical edge, it's because when he comes in straight ahead. He moves the head, but he doesn't crouch enough and make himself a lower target, so he still can get hit coming in.
Chopping shot to the body. Tony Orlando thought it might be a little low.
And it goes back to what we're saying, because when you're far away throwing that punch, it will come up just a little short, a little low. Lloyd Honeyghan also has his trunks up there pretty high.
Well, that right hand did score after the left to the body by Pazienza. Honeyghan doing a better job of staying away from the ropes, but you know what, Dave? He hasn't been as effective punching.
Now, he's studying. He looks a little bit confused away from the ropes. What a predicament.
Oh, that left hook to the body hurt Honeyghan. Right to the rib cage. Honeyghan answers back with some lefts of his own.
This has been a street fight maul. Low shot there, borderline, and Orlando calls it.
Well, these fighters said they genuinely like each other. They were very friendly before the fight and through the first 2 rounds, but the last 3 rounds they have fought right through the bell to end the round. You hear Mickey Duff yelling to Honeyghan in his corner, get off the ropes.
Remember, a lot of this game is perception. Judges see a fighter on the ropes, they don't give him many points.
But left and right did slip through there.
Lloyd Honeyghan not active enough. He's where he wants to be, but he's got to let the hands go.
And that is the end of round number 7. Bob Papa, along with Dave Bontempo and Carl Banks, is sold out Atlantic City Convention Center here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. 9,700 tickets were sold as Main Events Television brings you the main event coming up. Alex the Destroyer Stewart in his locker room now, loosening up. He will be taking on Evander Holyfield. Alex Stewart 32-4 with 32 knockouts.
None of his opponents have gone the distance. He thinks this will be a distance fight tonight. We'll see.
He says he's matured. In fact, the first Holyfield fight was the fight that got him on the road to maturity as a boxer. Evander Holyfield with his first fight since losing the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Alex Stewart points to round 5 in that fight when he had his best round.
And we get set for the start of round number 8.
Pazienza doubling up Honeyghan in that round, 36-18 on connects, and slowly starting to pull away.
So round number 8 begins. Dave, how do you see it scored?
I've got a pretty lopsided fight, a 5-point edge for Vinny Pazienza so far.
I think the one swing round in there might be round number 2, a very close round. But Pazienza had the big round 3 in which he sent Honeyghan to the canvas.
He got a 10-8 round for that.
At least according to us.
Well, probably the judges have to give it to him if the referee rules a knockdown. They will give him a 10-8 round. Honeyghan going southpaw. He did land one good body shot when he did this before. Still a curious style as the heads come together, and Vinny Pazienza again with the tape problem.
And now it's the electrical tape that is loose. Pazienza trying to pick up the pace.
Just missed with a big right hand bomb.
But he's digging to the body.
And Pazienza is so active that he almost freezes Honeyghan sometimes.
Honeyghan back into the corner. He scored out of the corner, but he's also been knocked down from fighting off the ropes.
Body shots from Pazienza have to be taking an effect.
Tape problems again. I think Pazienza might be out of regular timeouts. He'll have to use a 20-second timeout the rest of the way. There's Lloyd Honeyghan.
Going around, get some tape on you, okay? Get me a what? Okay, time it.
And Lloyd Honeyghan wanted to touch gloves, and Vinny Pazienza sticks out his glove, and we resume action in round 8.
Well, we'll see if Pazienza goes and starts throwing right-hand leads against the southpaw style, which would be the way to go.
Good right hand by Pazienza there, but Honeyghan backed away to lessen the blow.
Vinny Pazienza gets some good defense when Honeyghan misses over the top. Even when he's out of position, Pazienza springs back forward, and he's right in Honeyghan's chest.
Well, Honeyghan seems to have his legs back a little bit now. At least he's up on his toes. Before he was well off his heels, and he digs a shot to Pazienza's midsection.
His left hands to the body have been getting in since moving to the southpaw style. And also, he gets his right hand out front to block Pazienza's jab, and that's been effective for him so far, too. I think Vinny Pazienza will have to move a little bit more to his right, cut Honeyghan off, and throw more right hands.
Vinny Pazienza with a left hand right above us. Just missed with that right. Honeyghan has had some success with that left hook to Pazienza's midsection. A nondescript round number 8.
That was better, Lloyd. Lovely. That was Lloyd. That was lovely. All right? Keep your hands up.
His stuff is not high. Take a look.
Listen, keep your hands up. Concentrate now. It's round 10 coming up. Okay? Let's keep it nice and sharp. You're working well. That was a good round. Now, come on. Let's keep it like
Made the point earlier about Honeyghan's high trunks. Referee Tony Orlando believes they are too, because he dismissed the argument by Mickey Duff that the trunks were high in saying that the punches were down low.
Well, now they have the electrical tape to wrap up Vinny's hands.
The southpaw thing is working if you go forward.
Kevin Saunders told
It's
Lloyd
working
Honeyghan
if you
round
go
10's
forward.
coming up.
Lloyd is tired.
Round 9 is
it's
coming up.
working if you go forward. Come on. Stay southpaw.
This one is scheduled for 12. Former undisputed lightweight champion Lloyd Honeyghan. Vinny Pazienza, the former lightweight and junior middleweight champion. We asked Vinny about his future. He says he hasn't seen his girlfriend in 2 months. He wants his mom's tomato sauce, and he wants to win a middleweight title, probably in that order.
Yeah, he's been training a long time, and he said he's good to go for a couple years. He really wants to get all the way and win the title here.
Up the head, let's go.
Well, his mom, Louise, has never seen him fight on television or in person. Sister Dolores watches the fight while the mom sits in the kitchen. There are the CompuBox numbers. Vinny throwing over 100 more punches and landing 50 more.
And the gap's starting to widen. Remember, midway through the fight, it was only 22 punches. Now it's a lot more than that.
Honeyghan just missed with a right hand uppercut.
It is so tough to use the ropes as strategy. Honeyghan hasn't done it. Honeyghan, how he lands in there. In a row of photographers, first and goal.
And I tell you what, Carl Banks and I were in the ring earlier before the card started, and we both felt the ropes were a little loose. Rudy Battle had checked with some of the technicians here. They tightened them up, but evidently not enough. Banks hit me with some combination.
What a bizarre feeling to be sitting down there getting your picture taken while you're trying to fight. And all that is also going to register in the minds of the judges. When fighters bounce off the ropes, no matter how they are, they look more hurt than they really are.
Just past the midway point of this 9th round. Honeyghan on his horse.
Honeyghan has conceded the power department, and he's trying to win by frustrating Pazienza, but that's difficult now.
Pazienza unloaded a right hand that just missed.
Pazienza showing quickness, too. He threw a right hand and he missed. Knew he was vulnerable, instantly squared up and moved out of harm's way.
Good left hand jab by Honeyghan. Pazienza says it didn't hurt.
Not necessary to do that.
Honeyghan has hit Pazienza several times. And Vinny loading up again. Honeyghan trying to survive.
And this is where Vinny Pazienza has to get him, to the body, then to the head.
And Honeyghan walks into a right hand, and down he goes. Can Pazienza finish him? A fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. And there is the bell to end round number 9.
The Vinny Pazienza bomb goes off. The body shot set up the bomb to the head.
You want to carry on, or should we take you out? You want to carry on? You do? You sure?
Mickey Duff asking Honeyghan if he wants to fight.
Lloyd, I'm going to pull you out, all right?
Mickey.
No.
Breathe up, then breathe up.
Lloyd, you can't win. You know the...
It's 10, 11, 12. He does.
What?
He's all right. You got to keep going? Yeah. Okay, hey, Mickey.
Pazienza doing the real damage here. He's got Honeyghan tired, going to the body first. He gets inside, pushes Honeyghan off. Body shots, head shots. Nice right hand there. Honeyghan backs up. Now he's in trouble, and Pazienza going to work, and Honeyghan stumbles down. A delayed reaction call as Honeyghan debates whether or not to stay in this fight.
Well, Mickey Duff asked Honeyghan if he wants to continue. Honeyghan said yes, and he will.
Mickey Duff, I think, wisely wanted to stop this fight. He's been around the game and saw the damage there. Honeyghan came all the way over here and wants to give it one shot. But if he's at all hurt in the 10th, it'll be stopped.
This one is scheduled for 12. Pazienza opens up with a sweeping left. Thrown in by Honeyghan's corner. Now Larry Hazard jumps in the ring to stop the fight. The commissioner of New Jersey, Larry Hazard, jumped in the ring as Honeyghan was knocked through the ropes. Mickey Duff threw a towel in. The referee did not see it. Action continued. Honeyghan was out on his feet.
Don't let anybody in the ring.
And Larry Hazard doing what he had to do there to make sure the fight got stopped properly.
Unfortunately for referee Tony Orlando, the towel was thrown in while his back was to the action.
And you don't see towels thrown in very often.
In the amateur game, yes, but not in the pros.
Not in the pros. It's a very rare thing.
And now Captain Lou Albano, for some strange reason, is in the ring. This is not the WWF. Usher him out.
No, Lou told me nobody in. Lou,
In any event, Vinny Pazienza has knocked out Lloyd Honeyghan in round 10. Tony Orlando, the referee's back, was watching the action. He did not see the white towel come in. Larry Hazard came in and stopped it. Let's take a look once again. Look to the back of your screen. You'll see the towel, but the referee was doing the right thing and watching Lloyd Honeyghan. Pazienza with a relentless attack. There's the white towel, as you can see, but the referee, watching the fighters, obviously did not see it. Pazienza followed up. Referee Tony Orlando doesn't know that towel was thrown in. There's Larry Hazard, the New Jersey commissioner, jumping in and stopping Vinny Pazienza as Lloyd Honeyghan goes through the ropes. There's Mickey Duff, the man who wanted to stop the fight after round 9, threw in the towel. We applaud him, despite what his fighter wanted to do. Lloyd Honeyghan is up. Telling Frank Doggett, the chief medical advisor in the state of New Jersey, he is okay. He will be given an examination once they get back to the locker room.
We're looking. Come on, Dave. Give me something.
Now here's the decision with ring announcer Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 56 seconds into the 10th round. The winner by TKO, he's the Pazmanian Devil Vinny Pazienza.
So Vinny Pazienza now 34-5 with 26 knockouts as he knocks out Lloyd Honeyghan in round number 10. Here's Dave Bontempo.
Vinny, a matter of your speed and strength overcoming him, you think?
Well, I had a lot more than that. They messed me up on the time.
439 of those punches were power punches. And actually, Honeyghan wasn't pretty, but he really wasn't that far behind in connects. He connected on 2 counter punches. And he made it a close fight just by counter punches.